You know, some types of cross-pollination is not always a good thing. Sometimes I just want a stapler to staple, I want a printer to print, I want a phone to be a phone. I don't need a phone that staples or a printer that text messages. You understand this, don't you? That's why when I deal with NonQM, I always work with a NonQM company because they have traditional underwrites and they understand their products and processes better, not to mention pricing. Listen, if you're looking at a DSCR loan right now, and a lot of you are, all of you should be, or if you're looking at bank statement loans as it pertains to or not with self-employed folks out there, you want to talk to a NonQM company, and there's nobody better out there than Oaktree. Their pricing is great, their service is impeccable. All you have to do to talk with one of their account reps is click this banner right over there. Trust me on this one, Oaktree for your NonQM. So here's a graph from June 2010 to the present of consumers and their disposition regarding the future direction of mortgage interest rates. The black line represents those that think rates are going to go up. Right now, that number stands at 69%. The blue line, or 4%, are those who think that mortgage interest rates are going to go down. Now, understand this. Eventually, over a long enough period of time, both groups are going to be right. But for right now, I'm with the 69% that think rates are going to go up. Whoa. Here's an exercise for everybody out there. I mean this too. Loan officers, get on board with me. Here's an exercise. If you could predict the future, can we all then agree that you would have an advantage over your competition? If you could predict the future, would you use that advantage to beat your competition in the origination game? The answer is, of course you would. I mean, look what it did for Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, the Astros in the World Series, Lance Armstrong in the Tour de France, and Biden in the 2020 election, right? When the fix is in and you got the fix, you get to win. So let's assume on the verge of near absolute certainty that you know mortgage interest rates are going to go up. You've looked into the future and you see it. Now all you have to do is plan accordingly. I'm dead serious about this. Light the lantern and get on your horse and let everybody know that higher rates are coming. Scream it like your head is on freaking fire. People are going to listen if you do it that way. The time to act is now, not tomorrow. Push adjustable interest rate mortgages. Who's selling ARMs right now? Answer, virtually nobody out there. Talk about ARMs like you know a secret that nobody else knows about, which is damn near truth considering nobody offers ARMs and all the compelling reasons why they're better than a fixed rate loan right now. I mean, 1 year ago, ARMs, stupid idea. Right now, absolutely fantastic idea. That's how much the market has changed. And of course, ad nauseum we talk about this, the fantastic idea of debt consolidation refinances right now. If you find somebody with a 660 to a 680 credit score who owns a home, then I'm going to show you somebody who's going to benefit wildly from a debt consolidation refinance. Hint, you can get that list if you really want it. The point is this, act emphatically, with urgency, in haste, and you will find suitors for your professional inside lane with your newfound clairvoyance. That's the special sauce right there, people. Why do I say this? Well, here's the reason. I just had a conversation with a really good friend of mine. Her best friend has been selling real estate for a little over a year now. You want to know how much she made last year? Nearly $300,000. I mean, out of the gate, green, wet behind the ears, new real estate agent. And this guy, his name is Zach Sparrow. He's with the local Keller Williams office. He's only been in real estate for a couple of years and he is totally destroying it. He's destroying it in Napa, California, which is the ultimate legacy good old boy-esque real estate market in the country. And he's doing it as a new agent. He's killing it. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot, but I don't know for sure. What makes one person wildly successful right outside of the gate and others can be at this stuff for years where all the coaching seminars and events in the world couldn't get you to write your own ship? Well, here's what I'm thinking. You either got it or you don't. That's pretty much it. Because when I said market emphatically with urgency, scream your message like your head's on fire, some of you guys and gals out there just laughed it off, just dismissed it as if it was nothing. And others of you were thinking to yourself, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, so everybody else get the hell out of my way. Of course, of those two groups, who do you think's got it and who do you think doesn't? Who you gonna call? In that same line of thinking, Riz Media is sponsoring a webinar right now on how to stay profitable in a shrinking market. All these great speakers. Here's the short of it, guys. Charge more money or close more deals. Any questions? It's all you can do. Now, speaking of charging more, you do know that the solution to margin compression in the mortgage industry is to simply charge higher interest rates. You all do know that, don't you? Margin compression is like the airline price fare wars. You know, when all the airlines decide for some inexplicable reason to all drop their rates at the same same time where all the airlines try to beat each other with lower rates. Margin compression is like a prolonged Black Friday or Cyber Monday, all examples of industry slashing profits because they feel they have to do it in order to stay competitive. Well, the mortgage industry needs to do exactly that, but the reverse. Okay, margin compression is that price war. They need to do the reverse of that. Y'all just need to raise your rates across the board by 50 basis points and this whole thing ends. You do understand that, don't you? You see, if every mortgage company does that, then there's no competitive advantage for any company over another. But everybody has to do it. If one company doesn't do it, then it doesn't really work. Now, understand, if all you mortgage companies decided to do this together, then that's called collusion and that's illegal. But if I were to say, set a date and you all just raised your rates by say 50 basis points, then it's not collusion, it's just a damn good idea. So here's my thinking. Let's make this Friday, April 22nd, the day to price your rates across the board higher by 25 basis points. So every mortgage company this upcoming Friday add an additional 25 basis points to your rates this Friday, the 22nd. And let's just see what happens. We'll check Optimal Blue, we'll check Lender Price along with multiple independent mortgage banks to see if you're all listening over here. If so, then it's a good idea and we'll add another quarter basis point on top of that next week. See if we can get profits up by 50 basis points. And if we can do that, then perhaps a third of all mortgage companies won't go out of business or have to be sold off as scrap to larger mortgage companies. Short of that, I don't know. Maybe you guys can convince your loan officers to work with urgency, emphatically, and to scream opportunity as if their heads were on fire. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I cannot wait to see you until Wednesday.